This is the beans and boudin update. It's okay. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna live, people. Who's with me? Just say, woo! It's been a. This is. I was gonna name this video even more stuff. I was gonna make it. Man, I could have made it everything. You know, and don't forget the coconut chips. These things are freaking good. If you ain't had these yet, you really, for all my friends out there that's coconut lovers, this right here, no lie. Okay, so next best thing smelling wise, coconut oil. Now I'm mixing it up because I got a Arby's. You know I like the lamb, right? We talked about that before. It's all about the lamb. Okay, it's in the Bible. They even talk about the lamb. Lamb is phenomenal, and it's not the greatest lamb. They got better lamb at India restaurants, but so this is the beans and boudin breakdown. And hold up update. I could have named this video 100 more things. I was going to go with post-apocalyptic two-eyed hurricane hold up breakdown. Everybody's got a blue roof because in Louisiana now, for real, they're going to change the state flag to the blue tarp, just like Florida had to. So yeah, it's that bad. And I'm gonna just chill, wait for some people to get into the room. I'm pretty sure I went live on this thing. Like, you know, I'm always second guessing myself or whether I did good. So if somebody shows up and I see a little one in the room, I'm gonna know what's going on. But I was gonna name this about a million different things. I was gonna make this video red beans, rice, boudin, coffee, and YouTube needs to learn it. They need to let us put more words. We already don't have enough words for angel stuff, angel speak. I see I got one in the room, so I know I went live. We don't have enough words, people, to describe things on this planet. Because there's a spirit realm, we're bigger than our bodies, and we can't even describe things that when we transcend, like our languages are on this planet. Our words are not big enough to describe, like how the Inuits or Eskimos have lots of words for snow. There's 100 different words for snow, right? How come we only got one? Because they know how to express themselves better about snow, because there's the powdery snow, the wet snow. They're like, you only got one word for snow? For real? Well, we need more words for stuff. Okay, I'm coming up with angel speak. It's going to be a whole nother language. I ain't lying to you. One of them is forevermore. That's one of the words, for real. Another one is, what was the other phrase that I use? Let's see. I'm going to write them all down. I'll put that in another video. But there does need to be angel speak. There needs to be more words. And YouTube, you can't even get more than 60 characters in a title. I would have made this, like I said, post-apocalyptic two-eyed hurricane storm hold up breakdown recap, and red beans and rice, boudin, stuffed crab, lamb gyro from Arby's recap. That's what this would have been. So I might even change the title of that and just make it that. Now, I'm going to teach you something right here. If you are in Louisiana, this is what you get. This is called red beans and rice. Everybody knows that. If you are in Mexico, you can get the same kind of beans, okay? They're like pintos with good stuff in them. All right, I'm going to show you how to, if you're in Louisiana, I'm going to show you how to have Mexican food. I'm fixing to teach y'all that. Check this out. You take, and you go to Louisiana and you get red beans and rice. Then you take ground cumin. This is an important ingredient. Ground cumin, right? Check it out, people. This is cookery, sort of. But just go there with the cumin, okay? Now, next, you got hot Mexican style chili powder. Now, there's a Mexican chili powder that's not hot that I like better, but this is what they had. So let's heat it up. All right, check this out. Now, all of a sudden, you was in Louisiana. Now you're in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? and you got boudin, and you can't get boudin in Mexico. So we're just gonna go there for real with the Mexican chili powder. It's, you know, I ain't lying to you people that much. Now, so quick recap: ground cumin, hot Mexican style chili powder, red beans and rice from Louisiana, Tiger Truck Stop, Louisiana, where they used to have a tiger. Tony the tiger, it died. I had videos on him when he was living, and everybody missed the tiger. I ain't even seen the cage to see if they got another one. I think they got rid of the other one, but anyway. So I'll take a bun. I got you covered, Icon. Here, this one's yours. Take a bite, Icon. This is boudin. You didn't even. I'll take a bite for you. Look, there you go. It was good, wasn't it? Boudin, man. You're welcome. I like to help my brothers out. I got you covered, man. It was good though, wasn't it? So, and for a while, the Loves had the coffee cups, and only special Loves people get a yellow coffee cup. Oh no, that's an employee cup. Well, now you can get the yellow cup. This is for truckers. The top, you got to drink it down a little bit before the top pops on, but good little cup. Now, COVID cough. Got your COVID check. Now, okay. Yeah, also, don't step in any COVID. That stuff spreads and make a whole bunch more little ones. And you got to wear your mask at the fuel aisle, because now I hear they're putting COVID in the diesel fuel. That's just an update. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying. But, so here's what we got. Beans. And rice. Supposed to be down. I'm down in the basement of the cup. They put it in the basement. It's good though. I like lots of beans, so they did it just right. Tiger Truck Stop has red beans and rice, $2.99 for the little cup. It's a little more than in the barrio, paying $1.50 or $2 for a huge cup of charro beans. So you don't have chorizo sausage and you don't have peppers in there, but when you put that and that in that, it's like you took a little trip to Mexico from taking a break, waiting on a hurricane, trying not to get thrown off the side of a truck stop with a piece of metal flying in Louisiana. That's how that goes. So this is the recap. Now I'm gonna put y'all in, give you the other view real quick. Changing locations. Okay, we got to get y'all set up somewhere else's. I got you covered. No worries. Give me a half of a second. Bear with me, people. I'm in the low budget process right here. This is low budget. All right. All right. There is no other. You see, this is Louisiana. You can't have a Tiger Truck Stop anywhere else. Nobody else has got a Tiger. So, you know I'm in Louisiana. You know I'm down here. And I'm going to tell you something. Like I said, the new flag, I appreciate the like, the new flag for Louisiana is going to be the blue tarp. They're going to change the whole flag, because for real, all of the houses along the interstate, all the pine trees are broke. All the pine needles from the other trees that broke last time is all up against the median wall. All the metal from every roof of every mobile home that ever mobile homed is on the side of the interstate. They all got blue tarps over all the roofs. There's 2 or 3 in the subdivision, and I don't even know. I mean, they're nice people down here, but they might even be so pissed off they might rip the roofs off just to make it fair. So for real, I mean, it's that many. It's everybody, whole subdivisions. They all lost the roof. There's workers down here. They're saying if the road is flooded that you're supposed to turn around, and they're saying turn around, don't drown. In other words, if there's any kind of water, you don't know how deep it is, don't go through it. I can put up videos of trucks going through floods. I'll put a link on this one, but the point is, don't try to be the hero and wind up zero. Just don't drive into high water, because cars don't make it. They'll get flooded away, tossed away, they'll stall out. You don't have a snorkel, it's not a four-wheel drive competition. Quit trying to prove something with your Honda Civic. So right now I'm fixing to have these beans and rice that I previously mentioned and showed and I'm gonna get going again as far as I can. It's been an hours thing and a waiting game, and driving in between through heavy winds, even though the hurricane is supposedly on the wrap up. There was 60-mile-an-hour winds the other day in Houston. There was a couple 100-mile-an-hour winds, I guess, across Louisiana, and all them houses and all them trees and everything. So I'm still living. I made it, people. I'm here. The old man ain't dead yet, but it's definitely a young man's game, because I ain't even trying to play it when it rains like that. They can have it. They can have it. I'll hand over the reins. I concede control of the highway to anybody that wants to venture out into it in that mess, because I'm not about it. So there's that. Anyway, anyone want to say anything? Just a little check in. Everything's good, sort of, because people lost their homes and roofs. So it's not perfect, but it's sort of good. You know, I haven't checked the numbers of people that, could have got killed in it. I ain't been up on nothing except for the storm itself. And, people are still going into restaurants. We're wearing masks. You can be a doctor or a ninja. It's your choice. Put on a doctor mask or a ninja mask. It's up to you. And whatever kind of muzzle you might choose. The people with angel DNA, you know what's going on. You know you're less susceptible. Or if it's the O negative and O positive, you know for sure that you are immune to it. I talk about that in a different video. Anyway, there's boudin and coffee in my future, in my short future. In my long future, I'm trying to make it as far as I can east, despite hurricane and travel and this and that. Oh, and there was a fishing emergency. I have been educated in this. I'll explain. Yeah, $1.89 diesel. I didn't even see it. That I could have reverted back to. Okay, I'm from the past right now. I'm coming to you from 1980. Okay, and I took a time machine to 1980. Alexander picked me up, and I'm just kidding. Live from 1980. That would be great if you could do that. So I'd had the best phone in 1980. So check this out. Which I promptly, I think, cracked. I'm not sure if this is the screen protector or the camera, something to it. It's all good. All right, back to it and to do it. Fishing emergency. I'm going to teach y'all about fishing emergency. I've taught y'all a lot over the years. It's time for y'all to learn about fishing emergency. So I don't feel like I'm yelling. I'm going to roll that window up. Now, check this out. If you have a fishing emergency, here's what you have to do. Okay? You have to pull over to the side of the road, okay? Find a safe place to park. Turn on your four-ways and put out your triangles if you got a big truck. If it's a car, have your four-ways on. Get your fishing pole and tackle box and a 5-gallon bucket. You should have this. Everybody should have an emergency fishing kit. You have to have hooks. You can stop and get live shrimp. Okay, and you put 3 hooks on one line. That's how you deep sea fish. You pull over to the side of the ocean. Got your pocket fisherman. There you go. Okay, so you have to have braided fishing line is best, but the highest test line you can get, because these are big ass fish off the ocean. And what you're gonna want to do is this. You want to find a place where it's deep, off the edge, off the bay. Throw the line in the water. Okay, and have it drop down as far as you can with a weight and test where's what with no hook or nothing, and then you can come back up, put the hooks on, put 3 hooks and a float up top and a weight at the bottom, and you're gonna buy shrimp, live shrimp, and you hook them behind the horn on the back of the head, back of the neck. I just learned this. I'm new to this, okay, but I got people that have taught me this. So you gotta have a 5-gallon bucket, you gotta have a cooler with ice in it, and you gotta have waters. Okay, and high tide in the morning, early in the morning, 5-6 o'clock, best time to fish, up to about 9. After that, if the tide comes in, it'll bring in more. If not, nighttime's the best time to fish after that. So what you do is, if you have a fishing emergency, when you see the fish out there finning on top of the water, out of the water, the fins up above the water, or if the fish are jumping out of the water, this is how you know it's a fishing emergency. So you put your four-ways on, you put out your triangles, you get out of the truck on the passenger side because it's safest, with the 5-gallon bucket and your fishing tackle box, okay? And you want to have hooks that are medium to large octopus hooks is what they're called. You get octopus hooks is the best. Get you a big weight, a big bobber, and buy a bucket of fresh shrimp that are living. You hook them behind the horn, that's just behind the back of the head, through the back of the head, through that horn, behind it, under it, and through the other side. Once they die, you can double hook them. But here's what's going to happen. You put 3 hooks on one line. 3 hooks. Weight at the bottom, but 3 hooks on one line. About 2 feet apart. So there's a hook at the bottom line, a hook 2 feet up from that, a hook 2 feet up from that. Okay? Now, there's certain fishermen's knot. I got to remember the name. I'll put it in the comments. All right. So, you drop this in the water and you wait. And immediately they're going to tear that shrimp up. So if you can't set the hook by snatching it a little bit, once they start really, really biting at it, you reel it in and they will have eaten the body of the shrimp, but not the head. Then you take the head of the shrimp and you throw it back out there for chum and you put more shrimp on it until you're either out of shrimp or you have a bucket full of fish. That's how you solve a fishing emergency. So if you have a fishing emergency, if you see that the fish are biting, and if a state patrol stops you, they understand this. They will say, okay, what you got going on over here? You all right? I had a fishing emergency. If they ask what that is, you explain to them the fish were finished. Say, do you see the fish? You see this is a fishing emergency. Do you? I will show you. I'm gonna pull up a fish in a minute, or I'll show you the shrimp they're eating. That is a fishing emergency, people. In case you never heard of a fishing emergency, yeah. So, just keeping y'all up to date on all the important things you need to know as a trucker, okay? And yes, I have an emergency fishing pole, a bucket, and I do have lures. So, if anybody's got any questions about a fishing emergency, you don't have to have on a hard hat. It's a good idea to have gloves because some of the fins is sharp. You can use, you can keep game fish, but you can't use game fish as bait. If you are on the ocean, you're going to have a fishing license for that state. But if you're on an inland, private part of the ocean on the bay on private property, you can fish there without a license because of private property. So, there's that. Fishing emergency. So, people, I hope you don't find yourself in a fishing emergency, but if it happens, now you know what to do. 5-gallon bucket, cooler full of ice and water so you don't get too hot. Folding chair is optimal. And well, a tackle box and a fishing pole and those hooks, and you might want to stop and buy a bucket of live shrimp. $5 or $6, you'll be good to go. So for right now, I don't have a fishing emergency. I do have beans and rice, and it's good stuff. Everyone say anything? I'm gonna hit the comments here. I'm gonna see what y'all been saying. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. China's doing what? Crazy glue in the hand sanitizer. That's great. Okay then, that's hilarious. Yeah, check this out. So what they got going on now is, well, China's been sending us magic beans. Don't plant them. There's some kind of seeds. I don't know if they grow up and you're supposed to climb and they're, you know, jacking a beanstalk and there's a giant up there. But China has been sending beans, seeds or whatever. Don't plant them. It's supposed to be something invasive that they're at war constantly with us. They want to give our babies lead toys to bite on to make their brain stupid, so in 1,000 years they can take over our country. Other than that, and they're doing other stupid stuff, there's going to be probably a little, I think there's going to be a little something. China's going to probably try to take over Australia and then New Zealand. There's going to be a little something, a little skirmish, a little something. And then China will have to be a whole new country, same place, but different name. It won't fit on the map, and the name of the country is going to be Land of Trees and Very Nice People That Don't Mess With People No More. Or you can say F with people no more. Either way you want to translate it, it's a translation problem from Chinese to English. But that's going to happen, and you tell I'm a good move, people. It's an alright move because I'm living. I'm living, and I'm alive, and I'm on live. And that's what's up. Now, back to what I was saying though, is about, there was one other thing that was about China. I forget what it was they were doing. They doing all kinds of stupidity. I think they're putting COVID, they're going to come out pretty soon with COVID in the diesel fuel is what they say they might be doing now. And then also, and what's crazy is it's just before they start making pumpkin spice diesel fuel, because this time of year they make pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin spice hand sanitizer, all this other stuff, and there's that. And the guy that was talking about the hand sanitizer, this is a new update. People, yes, I'm from the past. This is a video from the past. This is from the past. It can't be the present because 91% isopropyl alcohol. Got a big bottle of this mess, right? How could I have this full? How could I have alcohol? Because they started selling it again. Listen, people, it's about $6 a freaking bottle, but you can buy it. Equate isopropyl alcohol. Some of the Walmarts are starting to have it. So, update, you can buy alcohol now. You can actually, I don't know, kill the virus that's trying to kill you. Yeah, ain't that something? Yeah, they tried to hold it all back so everybody would get it. Whatever, buy alcohol now. You can go, shoot, go buy alcohol. Yeah, I got 2 bottles of that mess, you know, and then I put it in my antifreeze. I mean, not antifreeze, for antifreeze, I put it in my, never put it in antifreeze. I put it in my washer fluid as antifreeze. You put about, you know, for every 2 gallons, a quarter to half, or you could put a whole bottle of one in a real hard, you know, freeze. The smaller bottles, that's a big bottle. I got a massive bottle, and I'm gonna make my own hand sanitizer. I'm gonna sanitize. Nobody likes the jelly. Who wants to put, I'll raise your hand if you want to put aloe all over your hands and then drive an 18-wheeler. Raise your hand. I don't see any hands. I don't see any hands. Let me, is it over here? Anybody over here raising your hand? Anybody raising your hand? Anybody over here raising your hand? I don't see nobody raising their hand talking about, I want to put jelly. Oh, I done messed it up. I don't want to put jelly. I'm looking everywhere though. I don't see nobody that wants to raise their hand. I want to put aloe on my hands and put it on the steering wheel and ride down the road. So guess what? The best bet is this little spray stuff from Love's that's unscented and everything that I found. Hand sanitizer, unscented hand sanitizer. This is closest thing to alcohol you're going to get, fragrance free, from Love's, a little spray bottle. But I'm filling these up with alcohol because that's what I need anyways. Rub and alcohol, that's all you need. We don't need aloe. We're not trying to make our skin feel so, we need alcohol to kill the virus. Peroxide and alcohol, that's what's up, because they say bleach won't kill it and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna have some beans. I'm gonna chill. I done said a lot of what I gotta say. Everybody in Louisiana, we're trying to help. I hope you're doing good. I hope you didn't. You know you already lost your roof. I can't say I hope you didn't lose your roof, but you got a blue roof now, and they'll put a new one on it, and everybody's gonna hammer. We're gonna bring y'all shingles. We're gonna bring y'all wood, everything you need. I'm bringing food, so I'm, you know, there's that, and water and stuff like that. And we appreciate the boudin and the beans, even though they don't taste like they should, but I can doctor them up, and I just taught you how. So cumin and Mexican chili powder. 3 people in the room, 1 like. 2 people don't like me. That's what's up. But you're welcome. You can stay. All right, welcome everybody. Now, okay. I will say, I did want people to bring their gifts on a live. I don't know if 3 likes now. Appreciate y'all. I was, you know, I was joking, but I do appreciate y'all. I know y'all like it. Now, okay. So, everybody's trying to help out Louisiana. We're trying to run around a hurricane with 2 eyes. Who knew? It's the devil, people. It's because angels is running through here trying to do good, and the devil. 2 eyes, of course, it's the devil. So, that storm was the devil. And now, we can run around it. Everybody's lifting everybody up. It's all good. He's always going to do his work. It's always going to be like that. It ain't never going to change. But we can lift each other up and help each other through it, and wake up the angels you can. Some of them want to stay asleep, heal the ones that need it. Some of them want to stay unhealed. They want to own that pain and go forward and just be still and know God when it's time to. That's the hardest part. So stay calm, people. Stay calm, be still, and know God. And listen to that Reiki music, because it'll help you to sleep for real. It's on your wavelength. But these beans are phenomenal. And anybody wants to talk about their gifts, You could do that, because I did have you take the test. I'll put another link up to the test if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you can talk about your gifts if you want. Mine's like everything but psychic. So I've got empathic healer. I am a shamanistic healer. I am just talking to Texas Rattler. I healed him. Can't heal his truck. His truck's in the shop. It is what it is, but he ain't got no more pain. And it's the next best thing to bubblegum for him. He's laughing and joking like he never did before, and he ain't taking no more pain medication. It's great. So good to hear. See him, you can see him clearer now. They come in clearer. If you're a healer, you know what I'm talking about. You see them afterwards in minutes, but even the next day, they come in so much clearer. It's the greatest thing. It's not that, it's like everything they're shining from within. You know, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. You have a light within you. Well, you do. So they shine from within better. They're clearer after they've been healed of pain, matters of the spirit, whatever would be wrong with their heart, and their blood's activated to help everything that's wrong with their body. So they can stop fighting a battle on 10 fronts. Now, still got to soak your feet in Epsom salts, kill everything on your feet. And then you're not fighting any kind of battle at all. You're helping other people fight their battles. Kind of like what I do, you know. Wash your hands if you heal somebody with cold water afterwards. That way you don't take on any matters of their spirit. And red beans and rice is Mexican up, man, with some cumin and some chili. I ain't lying. But that hot chili powder is a little bit much. But there's that. So if anybody got comments and they go away, I'll check them again. I have to hit the button. I don't even know that y'all make this. You Louisiana? Yeah, it's Louisiana. So Secota. Secota, that's man, that's Navajo, brother. A thunderstruck that I'll say Oseyo. Listen and learn, but I'm saying Oseyo. I'm Chaote, Chaoche, Chalagese, or you could call it Cherokee if you just can't pronounce it. That's where they wound up with Cherokee. It was people couldn't say Chaoche or Chaote or Chalagese. They said Cherokee, and they tried. They tried. So, but Cherokee's a good name, and it's people. You know, and if Rob Zilla's watching this, he's famous. That dude with the thing. Rob Zilla, he's Navajo. He just didn't know it yet. So there's that. He's got something going on with him. If he does watch this or something, Rob Zilla, I like your thing that you're doing, and you know, get you a cheap plastic watch and you'll quit killing them. And you're a healer, so you need to learn how to heal. You can watch the truck wash angels and such, Lil Truck Wash Angels and Such video. Explains after I got out of the truck wash and finally got a place to park and the devil stopped messing with me and stopped having cars try to run into me, I was able to explain how to heal somebody by putting your hands around their arms and stuff. So you need to learn that, and then wash your hands before, but definitely wash them with cold water afterwards. You got that ability. And you can self-heal by putting your left hand over your right arm and your right hand over your left arm with that C with your thumb around and the fingers around the other way. And it takes about 4 or 5 minutes that way, and you'll know when you're done, but the other people tell you when you're done, kind of thing. It is what it is. It's the same as working on a truck with wrenches. It works. Anybody's got questions about that, you can pray about it. You can talk to God about it. I can't explain it any better. I can just tell you it's real. A lot of people have been healed, and their lives are better because of it. Oh, I'm in Louisiana. Okay, so Rune Flinger L. Okay, got you. Well, that's cool. That's cool, man. They got a, what do they have in here that says something about a honorary Louisiana, what do they say, honorary doctorate or something like that, or certificate, or I don't know. It's a coffee cup. I digged it. I was like, if it was a coffee cup that I could bring in the truck, but it was porcelain. So there's that. But once you fix their beans, they're good. Mexican them up. I'm telling you, I think I got Mexican in me way back in the line somewhere, because they know what to do with food. So, yeah, and since they changed ownership of this place, but then they changed the sign too, and no longer says Sea Life Tiger and all that because the tiger died, I don't guess they're going to get another one. It's a different owner. But that guy was awesome. So for whatever the reason was, he's still an awesome guy. All the truckers used to love to come here, and I've got video of that tiger. I'll put the links up. A couple times I videoed him, he was sleeping, but I've seen him several times before that. Only place where a trucker can get a truck in and see a tiger. So, but he's gone now. There was a couple of them. You know, he went through a few, but he took good care of them too. He fed them good. You know, some people, oh, you shouldn't have a tiger in a truck. So why not? Chase the lizards off. Just saying. Look, is what it is. You know. Oh, another angel little phrase is, so there's that. I'm adding that. It's like it's all encompassing. So there's that. You know, like I can't explain it, but that's real. The healing. So there's that. So, Icon's laughing. Icon, you gotta stop laughing so much, man. This is serious business. This is like almost like church and business, man. You got to look, straighten up, Icon. Quit laughing. That looks good. Oh, you must have seen the first video. Yeah, it is good. And I'm in a good spot, and I can actually get out. Believe it or not, I can navigate, because even though there's a boat thing there, that's a, what do you call that? If somebody takes a pontoon boat and they put a whole bunch of toolboxes in it for mechanics and a water tank, what do you even call that? Are they fishing on the water, or are they working on the fish? They're fixing broken fish. It's a broken fish truck. If your fish is broken, that guy can solve it. So there's that. So you know what I'm talking about. I mean, because you probably can't see, but I'll zoom a little bit and show you. That's the broken fish truck. Will this thing tighten up? I'm the worst cameraman ever. I'm firing myself. That's the broken fish truck. And here's a big truck. He's gonna shoot into the shot. Check it out. Gonna make him famous. RJ's Transport, you are famous now. So everybody that goes on my videos winds up famous. Just so you know, except me. I will never be famous. Never. Because I think I have to show myself if I do that. Let me turn that switch off. That's just annoying. Yeah, so there's that. So showing the wonderful world, and I'm not in the wonderful world, I'm over here. I'm having a hard time being famous. So there's that. But that guy, Alonzo, in the tanker, and look, he's getting out. He's famous right now and don't even know it. He's gonna see himself on, hi mom. He should wave. I'm feeling pretty, oh, he's a ninja too. You see that? Look, watch out. Ninja on the lot. You can be a doctor or a ninja. That guy's a ninja. So that's what's up, people. Is there's the guy with the boat that fixed fish. There was a fishing emergency. I handled it. I handled it pretty well. I caught a crab. In case anybody's interested. Just one. The water was shallower in the place that I put it down than what my float was set up to rig at. And the bottom shrimp, a crab, pinched it. And I pulled the line just in time, snatched it out of the water. He come floating up like he was really ready to make a new friend. And he wound up on the beach. And then I'm like, woo, what do I do with this? So I had a little help, and somebody stepped on it and showed me how to take the pinchers from behind, not the pinchers, but the back legs, pinch them together. The back legs on the opposite side of the pinchers, you got to step on it first and then do that, because them pinchers on the bigger ones can cut your finger off. If you let them pinch your finger, it's going to cut your finger off. This is knowledge, people. This is free stuff. Y'all should be paying me for this. I'm telling you, it's good knowledge. Let me roll these windows down here. So anyway, so that's how you deal with a crab. If a crab bites your line, then you cut the claws off of it and put it in your bait bin, and you can fish with the crab. Pieces of it, chop it up later. And small fish, if they're not game fish, small non-game fish, you can catch them, chop them up, put them in a trap or a net, and cast the net out, and you can catch crab with that. So I only caught one. I stepped on it. It was a rascally little sucker, and you know, there you go. So you grab the back legs of it and it can't pinch you, and then you can hold it up and cut the pinchers off the claw. But the bigger ones, they will cut your finger off. Do not mess with a crab if you're at the beach. They'll cut off your toe, they'll cut off your finger. For real. Especially with some flip-flops. Don't even try it. Don't say, I'm going to see if it bite my nose. It'll rip your nose off. It'll cut your nose. Them crab, it's no joke. Okay, so other than that, there was a fishing emergency. You know, as long as you tell them what you're doing, it's fine. But you know, proper parking's important. And so don't just park on the side of the road. I understand it's a fishing emergency. Find proper parking, and as soon as you can put out your triangles, or if you're in a car, just put your flashers on and have your flashers on in the truck, and then you can finish navigating the fishing emergency. And I recommend octopus hooks and shrimp, live shrimp for bait, but once they die, you hook them double. When they're living, you hook them by the horn. And this guy's gonna be famous, Williams BR. So, glad to be alive. Glad everybody could show up. Anybody's got any questions, question away. And the world's getting healed one truck stop at a time. I just helped another guy out. He happened to be a Swift driver. I don't hold that against him. And he don't have any pain anymore. There's that. And he said his arm is so much stronger. I said, oh, okay. I don't know what it does. It just does what it does. The blood is what activates and it starts doing its job. Now, it's not going to heal the crippled and that kind of thing, but it'll make them walk straighter. They won't have pain, and then also their blood will be activated, and that heals them within a couple of days, 2-3 days, you know, that kind of stuff. That's how it works. It heals some good stuff. And so people, you know, say what you want, think what you want. And it's not so much the Reiki healing as I thought. This is, like I said, this is from God, because it's not something that takes sessions and sessions. But look up Rasputin. Look up the video called, alright, I'm gonna roll that up one more time here, so I feel like I'm yelling at y'all people. I hate that. I try to cool off the truck. Okay, trying not to idle it. So look up Rasputin. Rasputin was the guy that he was healing. They don't talk about this at all. They really don't. But then they admit to it later. In Siberia, a long time ago, was born a guy named Rasputin. He was healing everybody in the whole town. He could put his hands on horses and heal horses. I ain't healed a horse yet. I'm waiting to meet a horse that needs healing. I ain't lying to you. I might try it just to make friends with one. You know, put my hands on the side of his head and neck, and there you go. And maybe it'll heal him from the head, the neck, to the rest of the everything, you know. And then they could just run around, I guess. I don't know. But he healed horses, and he was famous for healing people and horses. So much so that the royal family said, we've got a problem with our son. Now they believe it was sickle cell anemia, which is why he had to keep going back and doing different sessions with him whenever he would have a problem. But they were a lot less from when he first healed him. And when it would happen, they would summons him, and he would go right there and heal him. So, as it turns out, they want to talk about who exactly killed him and this kind of stuff. They tried to poison some cakes. They tricked him, tried to make friends with him, got him to a place, and then tried to give him poison cakes, but he don't eat sweets. He tried to give them out and whatever, and something to where they shot him and then threw him in a river. They fished him out a few days later. Then they have pictures of that, whatever. The point is, he healed people. Okay? He also drank a lot and was in all the bars and stuff, but he healed people. So if there was somebody in the bar, that was a place for him to be. He was healing people. Well, Rasputin was a healer, and they admit as much. They don't want to talk about people that have this ability. I have this ability. It is what it is. I own it. I'm honest, and there's no reason to shrink from it. It's a gift like a talent. Don't waste your talents. Don't not use your talents. If you have a talent, you're supposed to use it. Now, the story that I think it was Jesus, one of the disciples or Jesus said about the person that didn't use his talents, which was money at the time, that the guy said, you're worse than the guy who lost money with his talents. At least he was trying to use them. Well, you know, use your talents, your actual talents, your God-given gifts. If you can play a piano, don't put the piano in the basement in a soundproof room. Put it on a roof and play it for the whole town. Use your talent, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Y'all get it. So I'm not afraid or ashamed or embarrassed or in any kind of way shy about my talent. I've been given a talent. It's God's gift. God is the one that does the healing. I give all the glory to God, but it is a talent that he bestowed on me to use, not to sit around and not talk about and not use. So I think, honestly, that hospitals should have a healer in each hospital. They know that it defies logic, science, and all reason, but it works. So I think, in the same way they admitted that Rasputin had the gift and did that, they had to. Too many people were saying it got healed. I think they need a healer in every hospital. And I think they should, have them go in there, heal, and get the people off the pain medications that they've getting kickbacks for so many years to give people. And when you're not on pain medications, you heal quicker. So there's that. It activates the blood. They stop having the pain medication, and then their body heals itself. So you're just taking the pain away. I think they need healers in every hospital. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. That's just my point of view, my angel point of view. What are you going to do? I don't know if I can heal over the internet. Mine is not telepathic or what. There are people that say that they can, though. You need to look into that, because there's people that say they can. I can say this. I'll say a prayer for you. God, please heal that guy that goes by, let's see, the guy that goes by that said, can you heal over the internet? God, if you will, bless this guy and heal him. You're the one that does it. Maybe you just got a healing. I prayed for a friend of mine to hold on and not take his pain medication until I can make it to him. I said, just hold on, I'll be there in just a bit. Oh, I'm going to take my pain medication. No, don't, please just don't, because then you'll think it's a pain medication making you not have pain. And as soon as I got off the phone with him, all of his pain went away. And when I got there, he said, I'm good. I said, why? What are you talking about? He says, as soon as I got off the phone with you, all my pain went away. I said, really? I had prayed for him, but I still healed him. God healed him. I still laid hands on his arm. He got healed, and he's not taking his pain medication now. He's coming in clearer. He's a lot more calmer, and it helped his matter of the spirit. He had a matter of people have matters of the spirit too, and other heart issues that it fixes. So let's try it. Thank you. Yeah. So if you just lost your pain, go look for it. I don't know where it's at. I believe that you could have been. I believe you were. You tell me. You got to tell me. I didn't put hands on you. I put my hand on the phone and I said it. But usually, I hold my hand there for on someone's arm for 3 minutes. But God's got the power to do anything. He's over your DNA. He wrote it. If not, because I don't know that I have the ability to I can ask for it. It says, ask and ye shall receive. You got to ask. Ask him for the healing and you'll have it. But I'll say this too. If you can find a healer around you, get in touch with one. Look on the internet, someone that does psychic healing, I think it's called. Like I said, I've got a little of the psychic, but it's not so much, and I'm a deer with fumbling legs. I'm just starting this. I know when I put my hands on someone's arm that 3 minutes later, every time it works and it's 100%, so it's not like I have to learn it, but I don't know what other things it does. I've been told it cures cancer, but I don't know. Okay then, I just sneezed and every bone in my spine cracked. I got relief for real. There you go. Talk to but that's from God. That's not from me. So all the glory be to God. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna wash my hands with water. I ain't lied to you people, because you're supposed to wash your hands with water after you do a healing. I'm washing my hands right now so I don't take on any bad anything. You're awesome for even admitting that and saying that. And I don't know who that guy is. I didn't pay him to be here. I don't know. I don't know. But you're welcome here. And look, that's awesome. So as long as you believe him, you'll see it's true. But you don't have to believe him. I could get Texas Rattler on the line. I could get, lots of people on the line. I've got comments I have not accepted yet because I have not had time, and please forgive me. But I'm telling you, on the Angels video, I'll guarantee you there's at least 30 comments. One guy that had the stroke in Florida, he's been healed. Another, all of these people, I ain't even checked the comments. I already know it's going to be some crazy mess. I just have to approve them because I have to have it set up like that so nobody bullies people on my channel, because I can't have that. I can't have people bullying people on my channel. I don't play that mess. Y'all should see the hits I take for y'all with all the comments that I just look over and don't approve. I got to get in there Had a little problem with hooking up my phone and the internet and all that. Look, they took out half the towers. There's towers that are messed up here where people are using 911 and that kind of stuff, and it's overloaded the system. I'm lucky to have signal here for this. So I will get on the internet, I will approve, but go back and check that video time to time at the comments on that Are You an Angel? You Might Be Surprised. Go back and check that time to time. You'll see when I start approving comments, the people that say, I was healed and thank you and this is real and all of that, because I ain't even looked and I know they're there. I know they're there, and I appreciate you people, but I have to have it set up on approval only because there's bad people that put bad comments. And good people shouldn't have to look at bad people's comments. You know, they get nothing. They don't get to put their bad comments up on my channel. So, especially next to their good comment, they shouldn't have to look at that. So I shut it down from the get-go. You make a comment, I'll approve it. I don't even care if you're messing with me, if you're just joking, or if you're, even if it's kind of disrespectful a little bit, as long as it ain't so bad it'll hurt somebody's feelings or something like that. Even if you are constructive criticism and you got a difference of opinion, I'll put it up. As long as it ain't that rude that it's like, what is your point for being here then? Why are you even watching my stuff? If you got that much hate in your heart, take your hate and discontent. Listen, I used to tell people on the CB radio, oh, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say this right quick. Listen to what I say. This is the radio, this is 19. All right, channel 19, I appreciate everybody that's out here doing good and helping out Louisiana. And I also want to say this truck stop has a no hate and discontent zone within 50 miles. So this is peace, love, and friendship for everybody here. And it's a no hate and discontent zone. So you can't stop here if you got hate and discontent within 50 miles. You got to keep rolling. Y'all have a good day. That's what's up. That's how you do it. You just tell them it's a no hate and discontent zone. And if there's a fishing emergency, throw your line in the water. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold up. And if you have a fishing emergency, put on your 4-ways and get your bucket, your tackle box, and your fishing pole. Get some shrimp. Throw it off in the bay. If there's a fishing emergency and they're finning or jumping out of the water, it's okay. You can stop. It's an emergency to catch them. Y'all have a good one. So there's that. I'm trying to teach this stuff. Y'all got to learn. So anyhow, I appreciate y'all showing up, showing out. I'm almost done with my beans. And so we had a healing right here on my show. I mean, this is just a show, what you call it, but you know, and this guy Rigid is fixing to be famous. Rigid, look at him singing. He was singing. Let's see. God bless you, brother. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And he's not lying. He's saying it right here. He says, let's try it. Thank you. And he says, I just sneezed and every bone in my spine cracked and I got relief for real. So here's my question to you. Well, you don't even have to say what it is, because part of it could be a matter of the spirit. God will activate your blood. I will say this. You got to start taking vitamin B12, people. And you got to start taking vitamin D. Vitamin D will make you immune to this coronavirus, even if you don't have that blood type. And you got to take, on the smaller ones, 3 to 5 pills a day. On the bigger ones, just take however many units it says to take, okay? Up to, I think it's 2,300 units. Look at Dr. John Campbell. He's a real doctor. He's been doing this stuff for years. And he's talking about vitamin D. Look up Dr. John Campbell, vitamin D. He's got about 6 or 7 videos on it now, but one of the first ones he talked about is how many pills he takes. People are taking pictures of their vitamin D bottle and sending it to him. I'm gonna do better than that. Dr. John Campbell, I'm gonna shout you out right now. Check this out. I'm gonna show you my vitamin D bottle. That's what's up. If y'all think I'm playing, I didn't show my winning lineup video. I'll put a link to that. But it's because of him that I knew. And check it out. Vitamin D. Dr. John Campbell, vitamin D. This right here, 400 IU, which is international units. I take 3 of these if I'm getting sunlight. I take 5 of them if I'm not in the sun much that day. That's what's up. This will make you immune as much as possible of the coronavirus, but it'll also help you because it's like sunlight and your skin blocks it. So if it's only 400 IU, you could take 3 to 5. If it's a lot more, just try to keep it around 2,000, 2,300 units. So he's taking like 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking like 5. There's that. That'll keep you healthy, strong, and good. B12 will have you running on rails, especially if you got this Angel DNA. B12 is money. Matter of fact, I take one today. Took the other one. Get that back out. I'm gonna take my B12. So, people, I'm just spreading love and knowledge, peace and friendship. That's what's up. And for the haters, haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate. We don't need you, but you can still stay. We ain't gonna kick you out. Just saying we don't need you. I'm gonna start this thing up for a second. Y'all gonna hear a little rumble, a little earthquake. I need some AC. Your angel's getting hot. I'm getting hot. We don't want that. In Louisiana, you don't want to see me jump through this windshield. So, give this a second to pump up some air. The wind kicked it out while I was inside because it was windier earlier. We were having a wind event after the fishing emergency. Let's see what we got. Icon put, I take 2,000 LU. Okay, yeah, 2,000 is good. 2,000, 2,300, 2,500. There's a trick to that. There's one older lady that works at a place where it's a dispatch office. I don't want to say where. Anyway, she's getting a shot from a doctor that's like 50,000 units or something like that or whatever. I was like, what? It's once a month. That's crazy, no good. That's got to, man, I would not recommend that. But Dr. John Campbell knows what's up. It's like 2,300 to 2,400, 2,500 units per day. But if you're getting sunlight, you can break it down to like 3 pills a day because you're actually getting real sunlight too. So it's the same thing. So why would you waste the pills? You know what I'm saying? Be cheap like me. Or be cheap like somebody that's even cheaper than me because cheap is good. And I was trying to think though, other than and elderberry. That's the thing that's going to keep you healthy. Flaxseed oil and elderberry. Elderberry, sambucas, this does not taste good, but they have a gummy that's even better. Okay, on the elderberry, you take 1 to 2 a day for an adult. Flaxseed oil, this will help you boost your immunity too. That's right, I'm low budget, and I will put this thing right up in your eyeball. That's what I do here. That's how we roll. And I still have not taken enough of these to see an effect to know. Everybody talked about bee pollen, and I went there a while back, and I bought some, and I ain't been taking it in a good hot minute, and I don't even, whatever. So, I don't know. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Louisiana. I'm gonna shut this off for a sec. Got me a little bit cooled down. I'm telling you, if I'm in a full-on t-shirt, I just get a little warm. Anyways, what was I gonna say though? Besides that, I'm fixing to leave because I gotta roll with people. But you can stay. Nobody's gonna kick anybody out. You can stay as long as you want. You can put it on pause. You can lay right down on the floorboard and we'll throw a blanket on you because I don't kick people out. You know, just like, you know, the poor people understand what I'm talking about. They make a pallet on the floor for them. They can stay the night. You can stay, but I gotta go. So share this video if you want to. If you don't, I don't know, put the thumbs down on it. I don't care. But if you do a thumbs down, I don't hate you for it. But the thumbs down might be pointing at the other channel you need to watch. Because if you don't like this one, you don't need to be here. I don't want you to be somewhere you're not happy. Right, people? So if you're not happy, kick rocks, right? Take off, you know? So, other than that, we got, we're going to make peace on earth, goodwill towards men, and beans and rice into Mexican stuff. I'll give you a couple more seconds so you can make some more comments. I'm going to check the comments. Let's see here. Yeah. I really do hope that that healed you. I've never done that before, but I put my hand on the camera. I hope it sent it to you. I don't understand how it works myself. Let's see. Too bad Tony Tiger is no longer there. Yeah, and Tony the owner is no longer here either. Or the owner, I don't think his name is Tony. What his name escapes me. But he sold the place. So they took down the sign up top that said Live Tiger and all that stuff. And now it's saying available. It says new video poker games, gambling problem, call that number. I guess go inside, lose all your money, and then call them and complain and say you got a problem. Cafe's open 24 hours. It don't say nothing about the Live Tiger anymore. It used to be a different sign, a whole nother sign on top, I think, that said more about it. And evidently this is a Tacoma and a Toyota commercial. So this is a minute for my sponsor, Toyota. The Platinum Tundra, made of not platinum but aluminum, but it's still the platinum version of aluminum Tundra. So in case you're in a frozen tundra, pick up your Toyota today. This has been your regularly scheduled program, because I don't program people, has been interrupted by my channel and the windy, dusty event of the hurricane that is kicking everybody, and we're tired of getting kicked. So people come down here to help. I got stuck. I couldn't go no further. It was blowing and was going to blow me to Kingdom Come. It took their houses out. It would have took my little truck house thing out too. Everything, the dog house off the back, the front, all the way to the bumper. I've been framing it. Rolling with a frame and an engine and stick shift does not look cool, and I like cool. So I need my hood. I need all the pieces and components. And so now we got cars running around like somebody stepped on an ant bed. It's getting kind of busy and hot and windy at the truck stop. As far as hot, I mean, it's becoming a hot spot of activity. I'm gonna get off this thing. Strong silent type. You don't want to make a comment? Anybody? Any more comments? You can make as many comments as you want. Just say, hey, how you doing? Whatever, and it's all good. But I'll even take my vitamins. I'm gonna sit here and be a good boy and take my vitamins. And I hope that you have beans and rice. I hope you're not broke down. If you are broke down, I hope you're not in the part where you're walking after your triangles. I hope you're in the part where you're in the hot tub and swim pool. Yeah, Icon. Appreciate that. Yeah. Icon, you want some beans? You had the other. You want some beans? Hold on a second. Where's it at? Icon. Where's the camera at? There we go. There's some beans and rice. I got some for you right here. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, dude. I don't leave nobody out. So. Good stuff. Good times. You know. My uncle used to say, bad food and good company, but I'm not into bad food. I will go somewhere else. Let's see. Bring me some boudin to Georgia. Well, here's the thing, street guy Chris. You gotta get your own boudin. But what you can do is you can order it online from Petos, P-E-T-O-S. Go to their website. You can order it online and they will ship anywhere in the U.S. and it's the best boudin. It's won so many trophies, all this stuff in Louisiana. You don't want the spicy, you want the regular. Okay, make sure it's not the well, you could get the deer one, but I'm just saying, get regular boudin, sausage with whatever. I recommend, if you can, I don't know if they can send you frozen man, what's it called? I just tried to get one. Not crab. It's them dang pies, crawfish pies. Oh man, see if they can send you some frozen crawfish pies. Now everybody's, oh, it's a bug or a crawfish. No, it's good stuff. Crawfish pies is good stuff. So if not, I'm sure they have the stuffed crab cakes or whatever you can get. You can get frozen boudin balls. You can get, they're all vacuum packed, and you can also, and this is a commercial for Petos at this point. So welcome to my commercial section of this advertisement placement. I get no money. I just tell what's good and what's bad. And man, don't even get me started on what's bad, because I bought some bad stuff, and like there's things that's broke and wasn't worth the crap that I bought. So let's see here. Can't get a load out to Louisiana. I get stuck in the Carolinas most of the time. Dedicated customers. Yeah, so order from Petos. Like I was just saying, go to P-E-T-O-S. Okay. And there's a truck stop called Petos. Look it up on Trucker Path. Look up Petos, P-E-T-O-S. It's like exit 59 off of I-10, I believe it is, 59 or something, at the Texas border, 59 miles from Texas. So look at the Texas border, go 59 miles in. Pretty sure it's 59 or 57. I think it's 59. Anyway, and then you can order from them. They'll ship anywhere. You've seen it out there? Yeah, go online. They're online and they'll ship it to you, cryogenically or otherwise. Maybe the dude in the, what's that truck that you always see? Prime, not the company Prime, but the Prime, Amazon Prime. Maybe the Amazon guy, Amazon Prime guy, can deliver it to you cryogenically. I don't know. That's about like ordering a milkshake. I don't know how they ever do that, but I think you can. If you can order a milkshake, order the Frosty Orange from Atlanta, Georgia, from the Varsity. The Varsity has an orange frosted orange. It's like a shake, and it's to, yeah, I ain't gonna say it's to die for, but it's something you want to have before you die. Family restaurant in Rain Church Point exit is good too. Okay then. Okay, that's good. Yeah, put up intel for other drivers. We need good food and good things. You're in Georgia. I got you, brother. So, well, if you're in Georgia, the best, the best barbecue place in Georgia, there's two of them, Wallace's and Hudson's. I like the Hudson's barbecue. Wallace's got the coleslaw. There you go. You're welcome. And then the Varsity's got the frosted orange. But don't try to get a truck in them places, because you got to be bobtail. You got to have a place down there you deliver to so you can drop the trailer. A friend of mine was just telling me, oh yeah, that's the other thing too. We're working on him. We're working on Dirty White Boy. He's a healer and don't know it. But he was telling me about the steak restaurants in North Carolina that he knows about, because he's just a connoisseur of steak restaurants in nice places. And there was a place that I hadn't been in North Carolina to deliver to, and he was telling me, hey, there's steak restaurants up there. I didn't even get to stop at one. So Dirty White Boy, I tried. My time was messed up. I've been running. But there's that. Everything's gone to roofs on the road in a handbasket. You know what I mean? There's pieces of sheet metal tin all over the place. It would have flown through my truck if I'd have continued driving, and probably decapitated the truck and me too while it's at it. Because they've had tornadoes that put pieces of straw through a pine tree sticking out both ends. And also 2x4s. So I wasn't trying to swim in between the cows with my truck. Glad to be alive. Kind of happy to be here, people. Glad that I did a little shutdown and had to chill and got a few more hours rest than I needed, but it's all right. And then I just had a little break. And this is the rest of the commercial, because they are also people with money. This is your Mercedes-Benz commercial. See your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, because these are the new Mercedes-Benz. They cost a lot of money, and if you're rich as hell and you have that much money, the one on the back, which usually put the expensive one on the front so nobody can take it, but that little Jeep looking thing that kind of looks like a Land Rover, but it's a Mercedes knockoff because they know what they did, there's that. So visit your local Mercedes-Benz, basically photobomb my video dealer. This is part of the commercial where they won't move, because he's a Mercedes truck. You know, how can you? He can do what he wants. People with money, they can drive how they want, and they don't have to use turn signals. By the way, those cars don't come with turn signals. I've seen it, because the rich people don't use turn signals. So I know for sure. Yeah, it's 100,000. That's why I was thinking, why didn't they put it on the front? They put the expensive ones up top on the front so somebody can't just steal it and roll out with it. But I don't. Maybe he wants to take it for a weekend cruise. I don't know. But anyway, they don't come with turn signals. I've seen everybody that drives them does not have turn signals. They can't, because they don't use them. So I know that the new Mercedes do not come with turn signals. So you have to stick your arm out the window or just drive like they do, because they have money and they don't care. They don't care about the rest of us. They're all into themselves. There's that. That's true. Yeah, so other than that, we had a healing on the show. We got other stuff going on, and that's no joke. That part was no joke. That's God. He's got the ability to do that. So he'll straighten you right out. He knows your DNA. He wrote it. It's like a sonnet to him. And the pain is not supposed to be yours. It attaches itself to you. And also you have to understand that you can be healed from God in the same way that he spoke you into existence. The dark matter that they're all looking for is the voice of God that resonates within you and holds you together. Just so you know, that's how you can have the Holy Spirit in you. It's because you are the spoken word of God. He spoke you into existence. He said, let there be man, and there was. So his word resonates and keeps your matter in your body together. If not, if he didn't want it that way, he wouldn't be that way. And nobody's cursed, because he wouldn't have let the descendants of the Watchers on Noah's Ark if he didn't want them there. They were good people. And Noah's kids thought they were great people and married them. So then you wind up with that bloodline that they say doesn't have rhesus monkey DNA in it. So how could it possibly be that there's any type of evolution? Unless you take the jawbone of a monkey and glue it to the skull of a human and put it in the Smithsonian, because then it makes it real. That, and those fairy tales, that's a real fairy tale, and that makes it real, people. Once you glue it together and put it up there, now I'm gonna say this. If I start growing pin feathers and wings, I'm gonna put myself in the freaking Smithsonian or one of them places, and then people can come in and look. Because for real, at that point, I won't know what to say. And I can't drive a truck if I've got wings behind me, between me and the seat, and flapping out each window. You can't drive like that. I don't think so. So if it happens, I start to see pin feathers coming in. I don't know if I can clip them. I don't know what to cut them. And I make no promises. I might not be trucking. Some weird stuff's going on, and I'm not joking. Weird stuff's happening. So there's that. They're trying to make me into the Michael. And that's from on high. That's not from me. I can't stop it. I'm just gonna go with it. So maybe it's a D3. I don't know, good stuff. Tastes like, not like chicken. Tastes like, I don't know. Oh, what it tastes like? Kind of sweet. But my health is good, and that's important. Morale is high, and that's important. And this will set you on rails, especially those of you angels out there that don't know what you are. You'll find out. You take a B12. I'm telling you, it'll put you on rails. That's the other vitamin. I'm glad I had it a little bit longer. I forgot to talk about B12. Anyone want to say anything? Beat me up? Tell me how much you hate me? Or anything like that? You're welcome to. I will go ahead and warn you though. There's people on here that might take offense to that. No lie. So, let's see. Elderberry and sambucus. That's next. Got to take the elderberry. It's a plant. The gummies are better than this. It's just a little pill that whatever. And Nostradamus, they would have killed him, like I said many times. But he had a 98% cure rate of the plague. He invented the first pill. Also, he was the one that put it out there that cedar oil was a natural antibiotic, by the way. Cedar oil was one of the active ingredients. Now we make antibiotics because we know about that, so we should be thanking him. Instead, they want to make fun of him for looking in a gazing bowl and seeing things that other people couldn't see. Hey, if he saw it, he saw it. I don't know. You can read into that stuff what you want, but he did cure a lot of stuff, so he was right about some things. He might have been right about others. And Fiji water, bougie water, you can drink less of this, and it's good for you. Fiji, F-I-J-I, Fiji water, if I can get that in there. This is a non-paid advertisement. It comes straight from Fiji until China buys it. And then they'll name it, I don't know what they would name it. Probably mercury, lead, poison your children water. Or they'll add additives. They like to do that. Like how they paint baby toys. So, not trying to make fun of China while I'm making fun of China. Just saying. Boudan is good. These vitamins are good too. Vitamin C. I'm feeling great today, people. Even though, listen, it's a thing where if you live through something that you shouldn't have, you already have a good respect for life, you will have a greater respect for life. I'm almost feeling good enough that I'll take the bee pollen. I don't care. Why not? Let's take a bee pollen too. If I had a cigar, I'd smoke it too. I got to work on that. I got to get by a cigar shop. Y'all know me. I'm always needing to get by one. I ain't been to buy one in a while. I've just been talking about it. Because I've been working. I'm kind of strapped and not exactly broke, but saving up. And coming out of a financial hole. You got to do that. Let's see here. Lead and formaldehyde. Going to preserve you while killing you. Yeah, that's good. Lead and formaldehyde. Yeah, they need that. I think that's what they're putting in their bullets too, for the war they're going to start. Lead and formaldehyde. Kill you and preserve you. Yeah. So, I think China, they had all the terracotta warriors buried. They made a whole bunch of nice clay figurines, beautiful artwork, and buried it with one of their leaders. Yeah. I think they need to make that other stuff, take that other stuff that they make and bury it with their leader too. I'm talking about the COVID stuff they make in the Wuhan lab. They need to bury it all. Maybe they can bury them all there. When something happens to them, not that we wish anything bad on them, but everybody has their time. So when they're gone, concrete the whole place and bury them in it. That would save the planet, and it would be a monument and a testimony to what they created. They made something that they think is great, okay, a virus that's worse than the other virus that they also made. So they made SARS, then this is SARS 2. There's going to be SARS 3, there's going to be SARS 4, then it's going to be like Star Wars, or, I don't know, Die Hard. Like the Die Hard movie, they had Die Hard as hell, keep dying, good day to die. I died the other day, but I'm going to die again today. Die became back to life, and then, you know, death by Die Hard. So, I don't know, people. I'm just feeling good. I'm alive. We're in Louisiana and live. What could be better, right? That you lived through something? So, healing going on. Good vibes. I'm sending out nothing but love and peace. Got nothing else for you. I don't carry boat anchors of hate. I cut that off behind me. Best as I can. But still don't piss off an angel. Because for real, it's never good. And all the angels in heaven hear them when they need help. And I can loose my angels. I can loose my angels. And know that you can loose your angels. If you've got enemies doing things behind your back, and all of a sudden they have problems, it's because you have loosed your angels on them. Listen to what I'm saying. Several times in my life, and all the time, if I think I've got a problem, and I don't know what it is, and it's somebody behind my back doing stuff, I loose my angels except for enough to protect me, which one can kill 185,000 men in a night like God sent one to do, but 2 angels will protect you. Say, I would like to keep 2 of my angels, and I loose my angels. God has loosed his angels. I loose my angels to go and fight my enemies that are behind my back doing bad things. Lots of stuff will stop. All kinds of stuff will stop. And the people doing bad things to you will suddenly realize that they find themselves busy. They'll find themselves busy. You know, that's how that works. So anybody out there that feels like they've been done wrong and that kind of thing, loose their angels. And your enemies will become busy. Putting out fire over here, fire over there, and fighting a war on 7 fronts. So, let's see, over there in Gross Teat, huh? Yeah, yep, that's right. That's right. That is right. And there's another truck stop across the way that's got a good shop and a good mechanic, and he's a super nice guy. He's the one that told me about that Tony the Tiger died before I came over here, so I wouldn't be upset too, or worried about it, or wondering what happened. But that was back when, I mean, not that I'd be upset, but you know, some people got really attached to that tiger. I get it too. So, it is what it is, you know. People get attached to animals. And animals can be healed too. So if you got a rally pet, you can put your hands on it and you can pray and it'll chill out. It heals matters of the spirit. Don't believe me? Look up the video of Rasputin and what they said he did. The BBC. Yeah, he was known for healing horses and people. And they killed him. That's what they do to people. It's good. That's what they like to do to me, probably. I don't care. I'll keep doing this until I'm gone. I'll say this much, though. If I ever wind up in prison for any kind of reason, let's just say that they don't like me, and somehow they could do that. Look, John the Baptist was in prison. He wrote most of the parts of the Bible that he put in prison. He wrote it in prison. So, just say this. Keep in mind, no judgment on anybody who's been in prison. Just saying for real. He was in prison. That's where he wrote most of his work. He said, well, then I'll be about the business of my Father right here. I'm going to work on it. If I was ever in prison, I'd heal everybody in there. It'd be the dangest thing. They would want to kick me out because I was doing too much good. How can you be doing that too much good? I would heal everybody there. Matter of fact, I'm going to say a healing prayer. God, If anybody's got a matter of the spirit that's listening to this video right now and in prison, I'm going to put my hand on this camera right here. Send them healing and let them not have pain anymore. It's not theirs. It's supposed to not attach itself to them. Take it away from them. So, if you are in prison and you're watching this and it's affected you and it's a good thing, make a comment. I ain't lied to you. Just like, it's real. I didn't know that I could do that, but I will. I'll try. I'm willing to try. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm on fire, people. I'm taking vitamins, feeling well, and I'm on fire. God said you can be on fire for him, like the hot waters and springs of this one town. They were doing good. You could be cold to him, like the cold waters that people could drink and stuff, and it was known for the cold waters, but the people were cold towards God in that town. Or you could be lukewarm, which is about halfway in straddling the fence, like this people in this other town that had lukewarm water from the aqueduct, and nobody wanted to drink that water, and because they were straddling the fence, he will spit you out of his mouth if you were those type of people. He'd rather you be cold to him than lukewarm. I'm on fire. It is what it is. And I'm learning, and I'm still a sinner. I am still a sinner that roams this planet just like everybody else. Moses was a sinner. Moses killed a man out of anger with a rock. Did y'all know that? He killed a man that was beating a slave. He saw him beating the slave. He bashed him over the head with a rock until the man died. He was a soldier. He killed the soldier with a rock. Why? He was protecting somebody else, but it was out of anger that he didn't stop until he killed the man. Didn't just knock him out, he killed him. That's why after he marched everybody around the mountain until they died off, that was the whole point of 40 days in the or 40 years in the wilderness. It was so the older generation that was, in the same boat as he was in, they didn't deserve the promised land, by God's rules. He waited till he died off. Then he told his sons and all them, go on and there's your promised land, but I can't go there. Because he had killed a man. God said, no, you're not going to have the promised land, but your people will. And they actually divided another body of water and walked through it. They parted waters again to get to it. But that time he said, this time you'll remember it. You won't go on the other side and build a golden calf. You're going to take each of you for each of your tribes a large stone from the bottom of this water that could not possibly be from anywhere else. You're going to pile them up on the other side. So in remembrance of the fact that we parted these waters and came through here, you're going to pile them up on the other side. So when that happened, Moses said the same thing Martin Luther King said. Martin Luther King was quoting him. Martin Luther King said, I've got you this far in the fight, okay, against people who are against you. I may not make it to the other side. You see, he said, I ain't gonna make it to the other side. Just like Moses said, I ain't gonna be on the other side of that mountain. I'm not gonna make it to the promised land. He said, but the promised land's for you. So, like I'm saying, I might not make it to the other side. I'm a sinner. I don't claim to be anything, but I can tell you that I'm on a journey towards a good land. I can guarantee I'm on my way, just like everybody else is. And God will use you, even if you're Moses and you, defended a man and killed a man with a rock. Even if you sinner, even if you cuss, and I do. Even if you're this or that, He will use you. He will use the lesser and make them the greater. And the meek will inherit the earth. And blessed are the peacemakers. That kind of thing. I'm going to say this, I defend myself. There's a little issue I got. Jesus said, if someone hits you in the cheek, He didn't say turn the other cheek. It says turn the cheek that's not hit and offer it to them also. That's the true translation. He says let them hit the other cheek. If they hit you on the right cheek, offer them your left cheek too. Say hit me again if that's what you want. Me, someone hits my cheek, I got a little issue. They might not have a cheek when it's done. That's where I'm at. So I ain't gonna be on the other side. I already know. But right now I'm a healer and I do what I can do. And we're all people on this planet. Nobody's perfect. We're all sinners. It is what it is. So I got another comment and I'm gonna get out. Y'all, and it's been good. Let's see if I can move this. It's because they didn't believe in God's promise and because they kept complaining and wouldn't trust God. It's more than even than that. It's because they built the golden calf, and you're not supposed to you're not supposed to have a graven image other than God, and have false idols. Mainly it's false idols, you know. So like the one guy who his dad was building false idols, and so he believed in God, and he went out there, even though it was his dad's living, he broke one of the idols, and he put the other little idol next to it. He says that idol killed that God killed that God, and his father said that's impossible, they're not real, they're just clay. He says, well, then why are you making them? That kind of thing. But yeah, they did complain when they didn't get meat. Where's our meat? And we're just eating manna, even though it's from heaven. Okay, so they made birds fall from the sky and this kind of thing. And well, that's the other translation too is a problem. You need to understand that just as a bird, no bird falls from the sky without God's permission. You are so much greater than a bird. He cares about you, but not even one bird falls from the sky and dies without his permission. But it also says it's not that God knows how many hairs are on your head. That's a wrong translation. The true translation is each hair on your head has a number. Kind of changes things, doesn't it? Each one of your hairs on your head has a number. God knows which number it is. He cares about you people. He doesn't want you to have to go through pain, but you got to make a move. Like Saul had to move to another city to get his eyesight back. Everybody has to make a move. You have to make a move across the room to a healer. You have to make a move. If you're not willing to get the healing, you won't get your healing. You won't get what's called your reward. So I'm gonna get off this thing. Y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get down the road. I done caused enough mess. This whole place is sanctified at this point. Anybody comes here will likely even be healed just for rolling up. We don't talk. When you talk about the Spirit of God and He's there, I'm gonna tell you, I'm on fire, people. It's all around me, and I got angels carrying my truck. So y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get off this thing. Time to ride a little further, and I hope that your house wasn't damaged in the hurricane. But if it was, there's a lot of angels out here that's gonna make sure that you get your recompense and you get your place built, rebuilt. They're gonna be bringing you plywood, and they're gonna be bringing roofing, and there's other roofers and stuff and electricians and all that to get your power back on and all that stuff. It's gonna get worked out. It was a two-eyed devil of a hurricane. Kind of crazy. So got another comment here, and then I'm gone. Yep, good night. Take it easy. We'll see you. Yeah, you too, Icon, and Street Glider Chris, and I'm glad that you got healed. And this ain't no lie, people. Look at what put. That's not me. So I'm out here. Y'all stay safe. Peace.